Hi there. So this is just going to be a quick lesson for the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. This song is very similar to the song Stir It Up by Bob Marley. So I've already done a video on Stir It Up. And if you've already watched it, then you're like head start. You can like skip ahead in the video essentially to when we just structure the chords, because it has the same chords: A major, D major, and E major. Same chords, same strumming pattern. We're still doing that sort of reggae strumming pattern. And the only difference is like the chord progression changes between the chorus and the verse, and it's different than Stir It Up. Stir It Up is just, come on and stir it up, little darling, stir it up. And it's just that for the entire song, right? So it's simpler. But if you haven't seen the video, though, we're going to go through the chords right away, go through the strumming pattern, and then kind of structure the song together. So first of all, our chords. We got this A major. You can play it like that or like that. How are we playing that? We've got our no need for the low E. On the 6th string, we've got the 5th string. That's open, that's our A note. We want that kind of ringing out throughout our chord. And then we have our middle finger here on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and our pinky on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then our high E open. You could also kind of replace everything I just said with like index, middle, and ring finger, and it'll be the same thing. I see people play it both ways. They're both okay. They're both good. Our D major, we're gonna not want to play the 6th and 5th string, but we're gonna want to have that 4th string. That's our D note. We want that kind of ringing out throughout the chord. And then we've got our index here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st string, and then our ring finger here on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. That's our D major. And then E major, we're going to want to, first of all, we're playing all 6 strings. That low E is ringing out because that's our E note. We want that sort of as the bass for our chord. And then we're going to take our middle finger here, 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then our index right here, 1st fret of the 3rd string. Cool. So those are our 3 chords. The strumming pattern, let's say we just kind of hang out in A right now, just to kind of get the strumming pattern down, because now we got this hand down. Now it's this hand. Thing with like reggae songs is, especially Bob Marley songs, is they all sort of follow, whether they're sped up or they're slowed down or whatever, they all sort of follow this similar sort of beat. Now, assuming that the songs are, there's 4 beats per bar in the song, so like the song goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming that's the case, what reggae songs tend to do is, actually I don't think I've ever heard a reggae song that does not follow like 4 beats. I don't think I've ever heard like a reggae song that goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or something like that. So if there is, though, comment below, let me know. But I don't think I've heard a reggae song that switches from that. Anyways, what they tend to do is they tend to emphasize the 2nd and the 4th beat in the song. So what they might do, for example, is they might they'll sort of maybe mute the 1st and the 3rd beat. Let's say you're a guitar player in a reggae band, you'd probably mute the 1st and 3rd beat, but then you'd kind of like really emphasize the 2nd and 4th beat. So you might do something like this. You might say, here's like an example, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's going on there? What I'm doing is on the 1 and the 3, I'm keeping my finger placement here. So like with this hand, I'm keeping it the placement, but I'm just not pressing down. So I kind of mute it. And I just do this I'm not doing this big strum, I'm just very light. And I'm getting that sound. I'm hitting that for my 1 and my 3. And then on my 2 and my 4, I'm actually pushing down and strumming. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's it for the, D. Let's try it for E. Right? And so that's just something to kind of consider when you're playing this song, if you really want that sort of reggae vibe. So now why don't we kind of break down the, let's take what we know now and let's actually structure the song and let's put it together. So, first things first, the intro. The intro is dead easy. It's one chord. It's just A. And you just do the, that's that sort of like that sort of, na 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 na. Na, 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 na. That part. You just play A for the whole thing. Whatever. Totally chill. And then once you start singing, don't worry, then we hop into the chorus. So what we're going to do here for the chorus is essentially what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, and then 1 bar of A. So 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, and then 2 more bars of A. And then that's like one go of the chorus. And then you can either keep it up if you want to keep going with your chorus, or you then switch to your verse. But let's just stick with the chorus for now. So, what do I mean by that? 4 bars. 4 bars of, and within each bar we've got 4 beats, right? So if I were to just like not count the beats, but just count the bars, it'd be something like this. It'd be like 1, or sorry, don't worry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. There you go. So it's like, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 bars of A. So you start off like that. Don't worry about a thing. And then you switch to your D and 2 bars of D. So 1, 2, and that's it. Because every little thing is gonna be all. Back to A, only 2 bars. 1, 2. Because right, the little thing is gonna be alright. And don't worry. And well, I kind of hop back into, but then you would repeat, right? So that's the chorus there. If we were going to do the chorus all together, it'd be like this. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, or so 1, 2, here we go. Don't worry about a thing. Switch to D, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Back to A. And A. About every little thing is gonna be alright. Cool. So that's just that's the chorus. That's it. And one thing that I even do is I don't even like necessarily, I kind of follow the lyrics. So I just know once that goes like, don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing, I kind of just know that one, cause every, that's sort of my cue to like, okay, switch to my D. And that's something that I kind of do a lot of, is I follow the lyrics, and then I kind of, the lyrics are my cue. So that's kind of a little technique that you can kind of put in your back pocket there. When you're kind of thinking about when do I have to switch between the chords, listen to the lyrics, listen to the melodies of the vocals, and then follow that. But if you're a bit more of like a structured person, you can kind of follow that first thing that I did, where it's like, okay, like 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, and then 2 bars of A, and then rinse repeat, right? You could also do it that way. Also cool. In fact, that's probably a better way to do it. But anyways, now let's go to our verses. So the one thing that's nice about verses is each chord is only going to be, no, except for that one, but it's, yeah, each one is going to be, we're only going to be doing 2 bars per chord. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's it for each chord. So that's pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off on our A, and it's going to go A, E, A, D, A, E, D, A. That's the that's sort of the progression. So I'll do that one more time. So it's A, E, A, D, A, E, D, A. And then what you do is, like I said, you just add 2 bars of the reggae strum pattern per chord that we just did, and then you're going to have the verse. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. So we're going to start off. So 1, 2. So A to E. Back up to A to D. And then A down to E. And then this is the kind of weird part. This is you skip all the way up to D, and that's sort of the this is my message to you. That part. So that's the only part where you kind of skip. Besides that, you're almost always, A major is kind of like the bridge, and then D, E and D are kind of like, the towns of E, the towns of D, or the town of E, the town of D, and then A is like the bridge. So like you start off on the bridge, you visit E, you take the bridge, you go back to D, you go to visit D, then you take the bridge, and then you go back to E, and then I guess that time when you go back to E, all of a sudden they have an airport now. So now you don't have to take the bridge. So then you just fly right over to D, but then, you kind of miss the walk. So then you kind of head back over the bridge, and then after that you restart the verse, or you hop into the chorus. So that's kind of like the silly story that you could tell yourself to kind of remember the verse, I guess. So besides that, though, that's pretty much the entire song. Yeah, the verse, the chorus, and then there's that, like I said, that sort of like intro part where they kind of play the na 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 na, and that's dead easy. It's just A. That's it. So that's pretty much it. That is the song. So hope you enjoyed. Hope that helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.